Okay. Second time is a charm. I'm trying second video number 2. I'm just trying to get set up and trying to bring it up on my computer now instead of on my phone. So I am now connected. I am now connected on my phone. So let me see if I can bring up on my screen so that I can watch the comments coming through. Oh. Now I got a voice. That's way better. Yay. Let's hope this stays connected. Okay, like I said, I do not have my assistant, so I'm trying to watch the computer screen and the phone screen, so I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. And I'm just letting people join back in here. But I am here. Yay. And I am back. Sorry for not being here last week, but life does throw stuff at us, and we need to be other places sometimes. So yesterday was one of those days that last week I needed to be somewhere else. So need to be with a dear friend who was going through her own, the loss of her daughter, and with all of our friends together. So this week I'm back. I've just had a lovely, lovely day of teaching, and I was so happy to be able to spend my day teaching. It was just what I needed to kind of get myself back into my work and what I do. Hi, everyone who's joining. And Tina, you found me. Yay. Good girl, Tina. I'm proud of you. Okay, and I'm glad we got a good connection here. So I'm just reading through some of the comments that are coming up here. All right. Let me see. People are joining in. Why you always show up on here without closed captions? Judy, I don't know why I show up without closed captions. I don't even know how to put closed captions on here, but that's a good suggestion, and thank you. I will try to find that out for you, and I will try to make that happen. I really will. Samantha, my life is all over the place. If you feel, I would love a reading. Okay. Yeah, we'll just kind of, whoever kind of gets chosen will be. All right. I never thought about the closed caption things. Okay. All right. So yeah, so my day started out with, I was teaching today, and then I had just came out from doing a private session, and then boom, right into here. So I've done a lot of talking today. A lot's been happening, and a lot of connecting's been happening. I was teaching a angel and tarot card course today. So it's been quite the day, and it's pouring rain here, or it was. I think it still is. So in between packing up and getting out, I am like soaking wet all day. And whoever just said hi from Newfoundland and Labrador, hi. Nice to see you guys. I was really hoping to get back in Newfoundland this summer, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen, because I am now going to be living in Leduc. So, and with all the change, with that move, it might be, I don't know if I'm going to make Newfoundland fit in there. I will be in Palm Springs and in Austin, Texas, and those places, but I don't know if Newfoundland will have to wait till September. I'm not sure. But thank you all for being here this evening. I wasn't quite sure of where I would go with my conversation tonight. I wasn't sure if what I would even kind of get time to do. But the one thing I did not get time to do, guys, and I know I said I would announce the winner for the contest that we had going for the free reading. But I have been working all weekend, and like I said, with getting through like all week. And it's just, I haven't got all the names put into the draw yet, so I have to finish writing up the names. So I will come back in live either tomorrow night or Tuesday night and make sure that I do the draw for the winner of the free reading. And it's actually 2 free readings, because it's the person who nominates and the person they nominated who's actually getting free reading. So it's 2 people actually receiving the free reading, one each. So yeah, I will do those. I will announce that. Paul, when am I moving? I'm actually half moved, Paul. So I did my walkthrough, and I moved in some of my stuff last week, and I will move the rest of my stuff this coming weekend. All right. And I'm watching the cards, people asking for cards. Mel, yes, I will be in, yeah, I'll soon be in Leduc. So just working on getting an office set up and stuff as well while I'm there. So I'm reading, sorry guys, I'm reading messages from all over. Okay. Casey, I don't mean to sound like everyone else, but if you give me some guidance. I know, it's okay for everyone to ask for a card. It's okay. I just don't know who's going to be the person to get the card. One thing that I wanted to really, I guess, kind of talk about, because as everyone knows, I come in and I do a little bit of the coaching talk, and then I incorporate a little bit of coaching into my readings and into my sessions and stuff. So one thing that was really resonating with me was how when life does take us unexpectedly by surprise, and when things happen to us like a loss, you know, when we're taken to our knees and when we're dropped down to that point, and how we sometimes feel the need to just keep trying to push forward and push forward and push forward and push forward, and it's there's times when there's not enough left in us to push forward, and really honoring and taking that time for yourself to go through the process of healing and giving yourself the opportunity. And I often get people who contact me immediately soon as they've gone through something traumatic in their lives, and they want a reading like right now, right this moment. And what I tell people is, and this is just, you know, my view is that if you're doing it right away, or if you're feeling the need that you want it right at that moment, is that you're really often, what I find is that you're not able to even kind of remember the session, because you're in such shock, and you're still in that place of not being ready to receive the messages, or, you know, or sometimes, I mean, not very often will I say they don't always come through right away, but the person that you're looking for might not be the person to come through, and then there's this disappointment that comes into it. So it's like, when you're going through stuff, and this is where I canceled like a lot of my last weekend, to everyone that I had to cancel and reschedule, and I'm still trying to get back and trying to get everybody rescheduled, is that to know that the human of us needs to take that time, and when you need to take that time for yourself, to really don't apologize, and also to know that when you're don't be searching for answers so quickly. There's times when there is no answers, and so it's when people are searching for answers right away. And I found myself kind of being in that place, as I wanted to give answers like right now, but there was no answers. There is no answers. There's no nothing. It's just be in the moment, be present where you are, be present with what you're experiencing, what you're going through, and allow yourself the time to be able to grieve and go through what you need to go through. And that's a whole part of the process, and a part of the experience that we're experiencing. Laverne, it's like you're speaking to me. How much time? Right? How much time? Laverne, I don't have a direct amount of time. I always say it could be a month, and it could be 2 months. Some people are 6 months, Laverne. It depends. Everyone seems to be different and in a different space. And so that's just what I find. And so it's like, just know that when they're ready, they'll come to you. And when they're ready, they're going to make sure that you are in the right place, the right time, with the right person. I'm going to use an example of, I did a session for somebody not long ago, and in the session, that person had already seen, I want to say, like 6-7 other people over a period of 5 or 6 years, and they had waited and waited and waited and waited and waited for this person to come through. And in the session with me is when that person finally came through for them. So it was a moment for them to really really just kind of honor what was happening. But the first thing they come up with is, well, how come no one else could bring them through? And I'm like, because we don't really get a say. It's when that person is ready, and maybe that person is more comfortable with one reader more than they are another reader. Who knows? Like the spirit is kind of more in charge, but when it's ready, it's ready. And that's all I know, Lorraine. So when it's ready, and you will end up in the right time, the right place, with the right person, and that's how it goes. Hi, everyone. Hi, Brenda. Be in love with your life. Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to read back a little bit. Sorry, guys, because I have to take care of my own self here tonight. My assistant has abandoned me. I even had to pack up after I taught today. And I love how today when I taught, we were really talking about how, like, the amazement of how this stuff works. And so what I was doing was I was connecting the group of women to their cards. And so we did a meditation. And of course, everyone knows that I don't plan my meditations. I don't plan how they're going to come out. I don't rewrite them. They come from just channeled through as I go. And so I had everyone meditating on their cards, and it was the Angel Tarot cards is actually what I was using, which would be this deck. And everyone got a deck of these cards in class today. And the amazing thing of once they started to connect to their decks, even though they hadn't looked at the pictures, is when we started to do the cards, is how they were seeing some of the images that were in their cards, in their meditation. And when they picked up their cards, they were actually seeing what they had seen in their meditations. And that's how this work kind of works. It's like we get the images, we get the pieces, and then when you put it all together, it all kind of flows and comes together. So I love the excitement of watching people new and watching people grow and watching people step into their gifts, and that I truly believe everyone has a gift. So it's like an honor to be able to teach and do that. Okay. But today I'm going to go right into some readings. Because I missed last week, I don't want to talk about other stuff too much, as I want to try to get as much readings kind of in as I can for you guys. But I'm just looking back through. Heather, do I ever look like my mom? Yeah, I get that a few times, Heather. And my daughter looks just like me. So, yeah. All right. I can't see all the messages, so I'm trying to find some. I'm looking for some people in particular. From Soggy Athabasca, yes, it's soggy in Slave Lake too. Really soggy. Okay. Okay, I'm looking for... Earlier when I was meditating, I picked up the name Jessica. And I don't know if Jessica is someone who passed away or if Jessica is somebody I'm supposed to talk with. So I'm looking for a name, if it was a Jess or Jessica that passed away. No, it's a Jessica, probably called Jess. So I don't know if it's someone who's on my live or if it's somebody who passed away with that name. And I'm just trying to find anyone in here. So if there's somebody with a Jessica. Hey. I think I see. Jess. Jess. Okay. Jess Nahachik. Where'd you go? You are here. I seen you. Okay. There you are. It's you I am looking for. All right. So this card is going to be for you. You came to me in my meditations, and I wrote down challenge. I wrote down some challenging moments that are arising for you and going through some challenging moments. And don't worry, I just instantly got that you're like, don't go there. Don't bring up some of the things. And I'll be careful with my words, Jess. And anything that I feel like is not meant to be too public, I will leave in the background type of thing, and I'll message you about it later. But I really feel like this, so it's like some challenging moments and some challenges within your life that are rising up. And Brenda, yes, you have a Jessica too. No, this is Jess. This is this Jess. Okay. But don't go nowhere, Brenda, okay? You stay there. Okay. Okay. Jess. That's okay, Carly. And yeah, yeah, you're in hospital and you're watching my live. Good girl. um, Jess, I really have this sense of F you, like just really wanting to tell somebody to F off. I feel like somebody is putting a lot of pressure on you, or a lot of, like, to be better or to make some changes in your life, or kind of telling you what you should do and what you shouldn't do and how you should behave and what you should be doing. It just feels like there's this whole kind of picking on you kind of shit kind of happening. And it's just like that whole wanting to just say to somebody, like, just leave me alone. It's like you need to make your own decisions. You need to be clear that this is your life and you'll make the changes you need to make when you're ready to make them, that no one else can make them for you. This is your time, your space. And I just feel like there's just a lot of pressure on you. And I don't know if it's causing like some friction, some turmoil, or something around you, or you not truly being able to just kind of be you. And that it's very important that you kind of find you. And I'm pulling 3 cards, and I don't normally pull 3 cards, but I really want to pull 3 cards out, Jess. That I just feel like there's like, it's really making you feel as if there's some burdens happening around you, like you're really weighed down, burdened down. And there is things that it's time for you to deal with. There's some issues that are saying, okay, it's now time to deal with these issues, and you don't really have time to waste now. And guilt, let go of the guilt. You're carrying all this guilt as if you didn't do something right, or you're not doing something right. And a part of that guilt's coming from the chatter that you're hearing from the outside. Like you're hearing something from the outside, from somebody in particular who kind of picks on you. And I don't know if that everyone says, well, this person is so great and this person's so wonderful. And that you're in your head, you're like, yeah, not every day is not so perfect and so great. It's like just kind of trying to make you out to be the one who's not so, that got more of the problems, but you're not so much the problem but you have burdens, and you have this judgment that you've placed upon yourself, and you're kind of judging yourself and kind of picking on yourself for no reason. And there's just like, kind of start to see life as a little more, seeing your way out and seeing your way into a better place, rather than seeing yourself as stuck, because there's a lot waiting for you. And there's like almost like a mystery. It's like a mystery life. There's parts of you that you haven't even got to see yet, because you keep kind of numbing yourself back. I want to say numbing. I don't want to say pulling yourself back. I want to say numbing. You're numbing yourself back from either something that happened in the past, something that's either teenage, childhood linked. I want to say either 11, 12, or 14. 11, 12, or 14. Somewhere in that age, but I don't know why 13 is missed out, but 11, 12, or 14. And it could have been twice that something has happened, but I just feel like there's something of the past that's just like, you don't really always need to experience, you don't always need to know. And that, but there's something that's in that time that's really holding you back from being able to step forward and to really kind of find yourself and who you need to be, and who you're supposed to be now. But it's like, it's okay for me to be judged. It's okay for me to be picked on because I kind of deserve it, blah, blah, blah. No, you do not. No, you do not deserve to be picked on. And it's, I just feel like your heart is just like, there's a piece of your heart that's kind of crushed. And so just know that now is the time that this is going to start to make some changes, that there's going to be some changes for you happening. You're going to start to be able to feel a little bit stronger in making your own decisions, your own mind, and just kind of standing up for yourself. But stand up for yourself in a clear mind. Be very clear. Be very clear in your head of when you speak, or what you're speaking of, and where your direction will go next. And let go of the judgments that are being placed upon you, and start to see yourself as the beautiful woman that you really are. It's like, I just feel like I really think there's time that you need to just sometimes say F you. And that's what I feel like right now, is just there's somebody that you just need to say F you to. Like, you're not treating me this way, and I'm not going to be, and I am valuable, and I'm worthy, and I want to be treated as if I'm worthy, and really see yourself as worthy. Thank you. And it was 3 cards. And so the cards I pulled out were burden, being weighed down with those burdens. the Fire Fairy, which is creative action, optimistic, and she's beautiful like you. And then the Mystery was the other card that I pulled. So yeah, so I'm sending you lots of loving strength as there's changes that are happening in your life and things that are going to be making some changes for you. So just know that I'm sending you lots of good energy and a lot of, like a perk. I just feel like a perk up, like a rise up in your energy, a rise up into a better place for you. You're welcome, Jess. Okay. And now I'm going to go to... let me see. Line. Did my ants cross over? Yes, people cross over instantly. I want to, and I really want to say that, yes, there's, I don't know if one was living a more beautiful life than the other one, but both made it. Both are crossed over. It's not, they're not stuck nowhere. And I don't know what the sense was of why one would be stuck or why people would think one would be stuck. But one kind of seems to have like a little bit bigger personality and a little bit more fuller in lifeline. So I just, yeah, know that they're passed over. They're there. Not to worry. Okay, and now I'm looking for, I have a man here, and I have a man here who's with me, and he's, hi, Reg. You're not the man I'm looking for right now, but, stay in here, Reg. I am looking for a man who kind of feels like he was in a wheelchair, but he lived his life as if he could walk. Like, even though he had legs and he didn't have legs. Like, I just feel like I just have this confusion type of thing around his legs and what his legs meant to him and where his legs go. And I'm just like, and he's really funny and he's a bit of a charmer. He's kind of, he's a little bit of a rebel. I feel like he's a bit of a romancer. He's really kind of, and he's larger than life. And he's here, he's present, and if he belongs to you, you need to know that, man, he is proud of you. Whatever you just accomplished in life, he is proud of you. And that he's just like, he's a rebel. He's a rebel kind of man. And I feel like he might have had a couple wives, he's a couple people, but he has legs and he doesn't have legs type of thing. And I know that sounds crazy, so I don't know if he had prosthetics. Your dad was in a wheelchair, Edie. I'm not sure. My grandpa was in and out of a wheelchair the last year of his life. No, he's linked to a man. Sorry, girls. Don't go away, though. Everyone stay. He's linked to a man. He's looking for, I feel like he's looking for his son. But it's something, so unless it's your energies, but something big just happened and something big in this person's life just happened. And he's like, yay, way to go. I'm proud of you. You did this very well. And I just don't feel like they're connecting right now to you two where I'm being placed. But I just, there's just a sense that, sorry guys, I don't know if we're still here. I just lost my video. Okay, I think we're still here. So, are we still here? Okay, sorry guys. So yeah, but he's like larger than life. He's just present, and I don't know if he just made my screen go all crazy. But know that he's looking for a man. He's looking for his son here somewhere. There's a son that's linked to him, and he's saying that he's very proud of you. You did well. You did good. And I don't know. There's just something of that really links into where No, this man lived in a wheelchair for like a while type of thing, or like prosthetics in a wheelchair type of thing. But he never lived his life like that. So, but he's looking for his son. So whoever that is, if you were here and you weren't here, and then you go back and watch, know that he's proud of you. Whatever you just did, he's proud of you. Because I know this son was somewhere in here at one point tonight. So Carrie, Ian. Oh, maybe Ian. Okay, you can text Carrie and just tell him that was the message, and that he's that, and I don't know, was Ian in here earlier, Carrie? Yeah, so just tell him that his dad is like just proud of him for what he's just accomplished, and what he's done. Okay, and now I'm going to go back here, and I am looking for. Okay, and the other name I have wrote down is I'm looking for a woman named Rose. I feel like she was a mom. I feel like I'm looking for a Rose. Thanks, Reg. You have to say that. You're my friend. Reg is my life coaching buddy. And he's fantastic. Okay. All right. I am looking for somebody. My nan was Pearl Rose. My nickname is Rosie. Okay, I'm just going to see if I can kind of bring Rose in to get a little bit more from Rose, because this was earlier. Rose is linked to pearls. Put it that way. Rose is linked to pearls. I feel like Rose is linked to pearls in the way of she liked to get dolled up. She loved to get dressed up. And it's like she was a real kind of woman of her day. You know what I mean? She was modern in a day when probably they weren't really that, not everybody was really modern. And so she was very kind of, I don't know, just kind of very modern. I got all these people coming in today, and I can't connect them to people, but Brent's mom was Rose. Was she very modern-y? Was she always like, she just likes to get done up? Likes to be all done up. Okay. I'm just going to scroll back here, because a couple people were talking about her. Her name was Rose, and she was that way. Okay. Well, this Rose is just stepping in. So maybe it is you, Cynthia. Okay, yeah, it's not a nickname, and it's a mom. No, that's a grandma. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I'm just looking through here. I'm all on my own here. Got no assistant. Okay. All right. She loved to get dressed up and loved her pearls. Okay, so Cynthia, yeah, loved her pearls. Like, that's the very first thing she showed me was her pearls, and they were like precious to her. And I feel like is that she's here with a message of that life is about to take another change. Life is about to kind of show some different, not some different things. Life is about to kind of do like a little bit of a shake up, but you have to know, or the family has to know, that even in the shake up, things are going to be okay. And it's like she's like, the family don't like change. She loved change, and the family don't like change, and the family likes to keep things how things are. But she kind of never got to kind of, she would have been a little more of a wild child type of thing if she had to be able to be like here today, but she's not. But she's just saying that the family's got some changes coming and something else happening within the family, and that know that she's here, know that she's there to be by their sides, and to be that she's very present in whatever is happening right now. And I don't know, Cynthia, if someone has been not well, or if somebody's thinking about selling their like farmland, or selling or making some changes that way, but I just feel like there's some changes happening around a family situation. And I don't know why, because I just feel like some sort of like, you know, that stress of when your jaw is locking tight, like you're worried about things happening, is what it feels like. It's like somebody's very, very worried and stressed about something within that family. She couldn't make it to our wedding, so we went to see her. Went to see her the day of our wedding, and she put on her pearls. Ah, yes, with Brett's dad. That's his mom. And she'd love to have a beer with the boys. Yeah, okay. That's so her. That's what I feel like. Just like that, very modern. So it's, yeah, so yeah, so I get, yeah, I take it, it's around his mom then, yeah. And that she's watching over, and she's saying, his dad has not been well? Okay. All right, Cynthia, yeah. Okay. There's just a sense of, yeah, there's some illness, there's something happening, there's a little bit of, I don't know. I just feel like she just wants them to know that she is there, that she's by their side, she knows what's happening, she sees what's been going on, and that she's trying to be of assistance somehow, and to be just aware that there is some changes happening. So I don't know how he's not been well, or if he's had to be going to hospital, or if he's just at home not being well. But yeah, and I don't know if the workload that he has around him just seems like maybe it might be just getting too much for him, and he might need some help and some assistance around there. So just know that that's what she was like when she was alive. Okay, yeah, it's definitely her, because the smile that's on her face is like we found the right person, and that's who she belongs to. And the whole beer things make sense, because it's just like, yeah, she's a little bit of a rebel, she's a little bit of a wild child in her way, and yeah, if you're coming to visit, she put her pearls on. She just had to look that way. So yeah, that's her. So just know that, and that she's very, very present in being there right now. Okay, sorry guys, my voice is like kind of, after teaching for 5 hours, and then I did a private session in here, a lot of talking. All right, on to the next one. Okay. Hi, Aunt Sheila. I'm glad you're here. Okay. My stomach's growling. I haven't even, oh, well, I've snacked on rice chips today, but I haven't even really eaten yet today. Okay. I am looking for somebody I seen earlier that had asked for a card. I think the name was, sorry guys, I'm just going silent here as I'm just looking around. The name was Brenda. I got no reading glass, I can't see. Brenda Inga IGB is all I can see. So Brenda, and your name starts with an IG. I know that's sad. That's so sad, but I don't usually have to read all the stuff on the screen. So Brenda. Scroll back down. Okay. That's you. Yeah, there you are. Okay. This card is for you. You're very welcome. Your name popped, you popped up as soon as I seen you come on, your name came up for me. I feel like you're still in a place of grieving. I don't feel like you're fully, like you're not that we ever get over grieving, but I don't feel like you're like 3 or 4 years into grieving. I feel like you're kind of still newer into grieving, and this feels like something newer for you. Right? Okay. I feel like there's a sense that you're still lost. You're still unsure of what to be doing next. And there's times that you're just like, what do I do? And you're looking for that guidance. Okay, your husband was murdered. All right. Yeah, okay, this feels like very new grieving. Okay. Yeah, what to do next? I'm very unsure of what to do next. I feel like there's almost like there's not closure yet or something, Brenda. It just feels like you don't know which way to turn. Like there's just this sense of no matter where you turn, what direction you turn, it's just that uncertainty, and then there's anger, and then there's a mixture of kind of everything. And there's a sense of that there's no closure around you, and that you that there just feels like there's just this deep sense, a deep sense of regret somehow. And I don't know where the regret comes in. And I don't know if it's your regret or if it's on your husband's side of regret that it didn't get to say, or didn't get to say what needed to be said, or didn't get to fix some things that needed to be fixed or something. But I really feel like there's a sense of regret, and I'm not sure exactly where the regret is coming in, but I have this sense of regret that's around you. And that I feel like I want to cry. I very much am good at usually keeping my emotions out of this, but I really feel like I want to cry. Like a sense of not knowing where to go. And that it's just like, where to even start with your words? Where to even start with the energy of what's around here and what's around this? And but there's a sense that you need some sort of closure, clarity, something, and it's like you've been waiting for some sort of that to come and to come forward for you. And I feel like there's things that he doesn't know yet, and that he's not even clear on, so it's hard for him to be clear with you because he's not clear. And he says, when I'm clear, I'll be able to be clear. But he keeps going back to the regret. I don't know what the regret is, but he keeps going back. That's so true for you. Okay. Regret. And I don't know where his regret comes in. And I don't know where, in somewhere around here, if there was some sort of and I don't know if this is on the side of like the murderer. I don't know if this is on the side of where this comes in, but some sort of like drugs or alcohol or something somewhere involved here into this story. And the reason why I say that is it's just that it's to the side of us, to the side of where I am, or this side of me. I'm seeing like bottles of something or something that, so I don't know where that would come into play. Yes. Okay. Yeah. All right. And so there's you need to know this. You need to know that he loves you still. And even though there's these regrets, and even though he knows there's things that didn't get done and complete, and that he knows the deep sorrow that's left behind. And I feel like there's I'm getting justice. Like justice will be served. Justice will be served. And he was stabbed. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Justice will be served. And it's going to take some time. I feel like this is not something that gets kind of put through quickly, or kind of like the person gets put through the court system very quickly. I feel like it's kind of I feel like it's something that's kind of a bit of it gets frustrating in the whole process of it. The process of it gets frustrating. He wasn't prepared to die. Yeah, he wasn't prepared to die. He wasn't there. He wasn't in that place. What was his challenge with you, Brenda? What was he, were you always battling with him over something, or trying to get him to quit something, or trying to get him to change something? It was in Africa? Okay. What were you guys, so were you trying to get him to make a change or something, like either sell something, or to change a life, or to like to move or something like that, like to kind of get out of things the way things were? Because I feel like there's some sort of something that really links around there. Oh, he was waiting for his visa? Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, because there's something, and it keeps showing up for me. It just, that it keeps going back and back and back. It's just like something that was like a change or a shift or something, and that he didn't get to be there. So I haven't even got a card pulled out yet. I'm sorry. I've been so caught up in just trying to kind of get through to him. He has a very, very kind of full, I want to say full personality is how I want to describe him. He has a very full personality. And I feel as if he was kind of, it was approved a week later. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. Yeah, it was just like, so, yeah, something of a change. Okay, that makes sense. And that he says that, yeah, he's very full, kind of a bigger personality. He would have done something really well, and would have, by being able to have his visa and being able to get here type of thing. And he's still that larger than life. He's still that larger in life, and he's still funny. He's very funny. He just got this crazy kind of way about him, and he was in love with you, and he did love you, and he didn't always listen, and he didn't do things how you probably would have wanted him to do it, or whatever it was. But he's just got that kind of vibe about him, that he's just gonna beat to his own drum, but he's very fun loving. But stay focused. The card I pulled was focused. Stay focused, because you're very out of sorts right now, and the card was upside down, trying to get turned around. That it's hard for you to stay focused on your life and your purpose and your journey and why you were doing what you were doing. And he says, stay focused on your life, stay focused on the plans, on the journey that you were going to take, and know that you're still here to live, to do a journey. It's like you're doing a journey for him. It's like, do something for him. Do something that's in honor of him, and honor him in that way and in that light. And I just feel like he's kind of fuller and bigger, and he'll always be your protector. He'll always be there for you. And then just know that there's just such love there. But don't stop the journey. And I feel like you wanting to go backwards, like you wanting to go back to something, or go backwards into, like, to kind of retreat back. And he says, no, there is no option. You don't get to go back. You don't get to go back. You get to just go forward. There's more than you involved in this. It's just, there's more than you, and you have more than you that you take care of, or more than you that needs you to be the person that you are. And you are the person that people listen to. And so just continue to be that. And optimistic. I also pulled the optimistic, and I pulled the love card. And there's a love card. And he's still very much in love with you. And then I pulled out the stag, which is the leadership and that big powerful chest. He has a big powerful chest, and I don't know why, if his chest was big and powerful in life, but a big powerful chest. He walks in a proud sense, and he walks with pride. He got a strut. He got somewhat of a strut to him. His son wants to come with me to Canada. Okay. Continue to work on it. Continue to do that. Don't back away. If that feels right to you, he says, trust that. Don't back down from it. Do it. Keep going. Walk for him and do it for him. And it's just like, yeah, he's kind of got, he's got a strut on that he's able to Yes. Okay, that was him. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he's got that strut on and he's like he's just proud that he's been able to come through to you today. He's just like he's not the victim. Don't let him be a victim. He's not a victim. He says he wasn't that. He's not that. He's great. He's big, he's powerful, he's larger than life, and he's full of life, and stay focused on what you're doing. Help bring his son to Canada if that's what feels right for you. Keep doing it and stay optimistic because it'll all work out. It's all going to be good. It's all going to be because he's taking care of things. He's the man. And that's exactly as he kind of shows me. He's the man. He's full of it. And as sad as he is that his life was taken away and that he got to leave, that he had to leave too early at the hands of somebody who he calls him someone who didn't get to deserve to even be alive, type of thing. Know that he still knows that he's still the man that he was here, and he's still proud. And so for you to have that pride, and thank you for allowing me to be able to do this for you. I'm honored. I just feel blessed that this was that it was you that I get to chose. I mean, I think he was pretty much pointing us out that this was our job, that we were doing this today. But know that he's still that. He walks in that big proud self, and that he's present with you, and he's loving you up, and he's there to help you through this next journey of moving forward and bringing his son to Canada. And don't back down. Don't back down. Don't go backwards. There's no going backwards. So, thank you. All right. Okay. All right, let me see. I have a card pulled out, and I don't know who it's for yet, and I'm trying to think through, and that's what I'm thinking through the process. I feel like this card is for Brenda Bernard, if she's still here. I feel like it's for her. And it's the Eagle card. And I feel like it's a little bit of an awakening that's happening, or a little bit of a new growth that's happening, and for you to follow this next stage, this next journey that's happening for you. But I am moving on to somebody else, even though I know it's just so quick. I just feel like there's so much happening tonight. You are there, Brenda? Okay, you are there. Okay, so Brenda, the card is the Eagle card. And I really feel like it's coming from Mom. And to keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for something, for some changes that's happening, and something that is not clear yet, or something that's kind of coming to you that you feel like is a change, or something that's coming within yourself. But when an opportunity arises, don't say, I can't afford it, or I can't do it. I feel like this is something that's coming that you need to kind of take a little bit of a jump and a leap and take a chance on. It's something that's going to lead you in a new direction. And it's like you're just hovering right now. You're just hovering over life a little bit, and just where do I go next and what's next. And I just feel like this is something that just kind of brings you to life. It's like rising you up, just like you're about to rise up into something a little bit more than where you were 3 months ago. I don't know why 3 months ago, but something that you're rising up just into that 3 months is what it feels like. And now you're above that, and you just have to just let yourself coast. But don't put the thought of not having the money to do something into, because I feel like this might even be a trip or a journey or a passion or something, or to take on something like a spiritual trip or something is what it feels like. And the opportunity is going to come, and you need to just say, screw it, I'm going and I'm doing it, because it opens up something in your heart that's been waiting to open, and to know that you have a place where you belong when you do this. Oh, thank you, Brian. Okay, on to the next one. All right, so I am in a little bit longer, and I'm going to do I'm looking for somebody else that I had seen, and I'm not sure if they're still here. I'm trying to always look for a last name because, you know, there's always more than one of name in here. Okay. I think it was Sundry, I think her name was, or something like that. Sundry, Sandria? Sandria Bull? Sandria Bull. Sandria Bull. If you're still here, Yvonne, you almost missed me. I'm still here, Yvonne. Okay, Sandria. Okay, you are still here. Okay, Sandria. Okay, this card is for you. I'm not quite sure who I'm resonating with yet, but I can tell you there's somebody here. And the person that I'm picking up really has a big heart. Somehow really connects to a big heart and a lot of love for you. And I haven't got them fully in yet. And I don't know where, if there's, I'm getting like a J name. I don't know if it's like a John. I don't know if it's like a John. This feels like, and I know this is not like a husband or a boyfriend or something like this. This is, he's a male, but very connected to your heart somehow. And I feel as Junior. Okay, J. That's why it's only a J showing up, because it's a JR. All right. Okay. So Junior. All right. Junior. Okay. All right. So he's is he your dad? Is this your dad? Sandria, is this your dad? Because this feels like this feels like this feels like it's a dad figure type of thing, a dad, but a heart, like a big heart. And I don't know where the big heart comes in. I'm not sure if you were always close or always really connected, or if you didn't always have enough time together. So this is how it feels to me, is that your dad is Jerry. Okay. Okay, so he's a J as well. Okay. So this feels like so is your ex-boyfriend passed away too, or just your dad? Okay, and your dad had a very big heart, right? Because this feels like a man, so this feels like your dad, and it feels like he has a very big heart, is a J name, and that and Jerry would, yeah. And so and JR, yeah, okay. So I'm going to go to the Jerry. This is dad. This is the dad, and it's just this, yes, both are. Okay, this is what making it so big. Okay, we'll go to both of them, okay? Because I got the JJs. All right, so your dad's big heart, big kind heart. Just know with everything that's in his heart that he loves you. You're like daddy's girl, daddy's world type of thing. And I don't know if you got to spend as much time with him here as what you're getting to spend with him now. But now on this other side, it's like he doesn't leave you. And it's like he's not leaving you alone. He's everywhere that you go. He's always present. He's always around. He's always there. I don't know if you always make the right choices in life, though. In that, I don't know if that's in boyfriends or in life, but he kind of chuckles at you a little bit there, and he just says that sometimes it's like you might need a little bit of a push in the right direction. And I'm not sure if he always did everything in the right direction himself, but on this side of where he is, he's like giving you that push in the right direction. But he just got this kind of gentleness about him. And did he not, was his physical health not in good shape? Was he not taking good care of himself or something? I just feel like something about his health. If it's something that he had been told and didn't listen to, or something that he was kind of had heads up about and didn't listen to type of thing, is kind of what it kind of feels like to me. And that there's a sense of you needing to do some trust, and I just pulled out the trust card, and I don't think you're very trusting of people. And you need to trust that he's Cancer. Okay. Yeah. Was he a smoker? I just feel like he had some heads up, like he was told you should do something different or something, and he didn't do it, or do some more treatments. I don't know what it was, but something just feels like something that he didn't follow. Like, I don't know if he just wasn't a rule follower, but know that, yeah. And so, but he's saying that there's you not being very trusting or something, and I just feel like it's something around that you not always being able to, like, being hurt. Being hurt. I feel like there's some hurt, like an ex or a past relationship, and so trust is a big thing for you, and being able to trust people and being able to trust this. People are here to, the people that are trusting, like the right people to be in your life and around you. But your dad always shows you signs, and dad is showing you, I feel like he's very, I'm going to say I feel like he's very kind of, he's very much a bit of a stand back and kind of watch and graze and just kind of watch you until he feels the need to step in to help you type of thing. And right now, for whatever reason, whatever's going on in your life, I feel like there's a need for him to kind of step in to be present with you. And that, I don't know if, one of these don't feel like they've been gone that long. I feel like one feels like they haven't been gone that long. So whether it's Junior or whether it's your dad, Jerry, one feels like it hasn't been that long of a period of time that he's been gone, maybe 2 years. And if you've done some sort of project or something that you have been doing for your dad, or some sort of, if you built something like around his gravesite or something, just know that, I just feel like there's a gravesite, or like, I don't know if there's something that's been placed up, or pictures or something that's been done of him, a memorial or something, that he sees it and he's thankful for it. And that you have some new projects on the go, that whether it's new schooling, whether it's taking on something new. Merle Jr. passed away a couple years ago, but this month's my dad's death anniversary. Okay. All right, so this month is the anniversary? Okay. And are you doing some sort of memorial or something for your dad? Like, do you do something like for your dad around this time of the year? Because this is what it feels like, something of a memorial, some type of thing that was happening. Okay. And just, yeah, and know that, I feel like, yeah, this is just something that he's happy that you're doing for him. And whatever's changing in your life, whatever's changing in life, it's like just kind of be grounded and just let it happen. There's some changes happening, and to just let those changes kind of take place. Dad will be there. And I really feel like around this ex that passed away, I feel like there's a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets. A lot of stuff that's kind of private. Balloons and dinner, his birthday on Father's Day. Aw, okay. All right. So yeah, he's very aware of what you're going to be doing for him. And he says thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for taking the time to honor him the way you honor him. And his heart is big. His heart's always been big. His heart's there with you, and he's just, whatever's happening in your, whatever's changing your life right now, he's present there with you. So just know that. And this Junior's got some, there's some secret stuff here, and I don't know what it is or why, but it's almost as if he's it's like almost as if he's like I don't know if he was kind of cool, like kind of cool in a way. I don't know how to describe it, but I just feel like, hey man, like don't go there with me. Don't. There's things I don't want to talk about, and not meant to be brought up, and that type of thing. And it's like, just know that I'm here. That's it. I'm just one of them J words that I keep bringing up, and he kind of is chattering to the side, but kind of more of a little bit of a secrety type thing to him, and I don't know what it is. But know that they're both here with you, though. And I just feel like, for whatever reason, whatever's happening in your life, is like you're being surrounded like this by the two men. So just know that it's present and that it's there. All right, I gotta move on. Okay, I'm going to do one more card for one more person. Let me see. Where do I go from here? Can a person have more than a few people guiding them? Yes. Yes, you sure can. You can have several guides. I mean, I work with my channels through me, and then I have different guides that work with me, and I call upon the different guides, and then I channel through Mother Mary, and Mother Mary channels through me, and she calls me to the different places that I need to be, into the work that I need to do. And then I also channel through some God writing that I do. And so just know that and the more time that you spend in this place of being, in our place of awakening, in our place of growth, and as we grow, things can change, and our gifts can change, and one might be stronger at one point, and another one might get weaker, and you might be hearing from one guide more than you're hearing from another guide. It's always changing, and it's just being in that place of trusting that whatever is happening, and for whatever reasons happening, it's happening just to kind of help strengthen you and help you just be more aware of, just pay attention. And so, yeah, you can have many guides, and you can call upon as many guides as you need. And you can call upon all the angels, the ascendant masters, the archangels. Call upon whoever you need to be calling upon. Okay, I'm going to do one more card. Let's see. Where am I going now? Okay, dear Carly, who's sitting in hospital watching this tonight, I am going to give you a card. I think you're still here. I hope you're still here. I know she just had surgery, and she was here, and I'm hoping she's still here. And this is going to be my last card of the evening. And I'm changing decks out here. I don't know which deck I'm going to go to for you. Okay. I'm just trying to see if Carly's still here. So if not, I'm still going to give Carly the card because she can watch while she's... Oh, there you are. All right. Okay, Carly, this card is for you. I'm picking up worry and concern around you, but I know that's partly of being in the hospital, so I'm going to kind of move past that a little bit. I'm going to move past that a little bit and going to just slide into, I'm going to slide into just tapping into your energy of in a healthy body. I'm tapping into a place of you in a healthy body, Carly, not you in the present state that you're in. I want to shift and move you into a healthy body so that I can see some of the other things that are coming up around you. Your smoking is number one. You have to quit your smoking. I'm really picking up, and I really have a sense of, I'm going to say he's a grandfather that's around you. And that's what he feels like to me. He's a grandfather. And he's the one telling you that you have to quit smoking. And I don't know if it's because he was a smoker himself and that he struggled with with his smoking, or that it affected his lungs or his breathing or something. But it's that's what you're being told, is that you need to. And I don't know if you have an asthma or like a sensitivity or something in your lungs yourself. But it's time. And you may have, I feel like you might have already tried to quit, and for whatever reasons you were back smoking or something. And if that's you, and then the card I pulled for you was Fork in the Road. You're about to make some major life changes. Agreed. I'm going to quit. Yes, both my dad and grandfather smoked. Okay. Yeah, your grandfather is very adamant that you quit smoking. And he's not even like in a place of we can talk about this, or we can you know take your time and you can quit smoking. It's like, yeah, and so it's like, quit smoking. Just do it. And of course, that's not come from me, because I know how hard quitting smoking is. But it's like, just do it. Just quit. Just put it down. Just get rid of it. Just, it's done. Like you had done this once before, and whatever this fork in the road in this change that you're going to be making, and this life changes you're going to be making, it's no excuse of why you still need to smoke, because you're saying, well, if I make this change, then I can quit smoking. And it's like, no, make the change anyway. Do what needs to be done. Get out of this. And do this for you. And this, both have passed away, yeah. Okay. But this is your grandpa, not your dad. I mean, I know your dad's probably here too, but this is grandpa. Grandpa's pretty pushy here tonight. He's like pushing at you like this to quit. I don't know if dad would be quite as pushy, is what grandpa's being about this. But it's like, yeah, here's your fork in the road. Your life is about to change. You're about to make some changes. And I feel like, get well first. Don't jump into too many things at once. I feel like there's a lot of, you're trying to put a lot of eggs into one basket, and you're trying to do a lot. But get well first. Focus on just getting well. And when you get well, then it's quit smoking. and then it's those changes that you're going to make, and stop feeling guilty. You feel guilty as if you are failing. And there's this sense of, why am I screwing up, or why am I not doing something right? And it's like, no. Your grandpa was pushy? Okay, yeah, he's like pushing at you. He's pushy. Dad's not being so pushy. So it's like, stop thinking that you ever are in any way failing, or not making everybody else happy type of thing. It says it's because what your choices that you're going to make in this fork in the road, in this change, is not about making everybody else happy. It's about finding your happiness and finding your true self. And there's this true self in you that's kind of waiting to kind of come out. And it's been a long time. And that whole feeling the need to sometimes step back into silence. And this, I feel like now is the time for you to kind of pull back a little bit, resonate back a little bit, and just settle back down and settle into some quiet time. And don't rush the healing process, because the healing process is where you're really going to find a little bit more of yourself, and to step out the fears that arise, and the fear of the future, and the fear of how can I and what will I take on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Dad will take care of that end for you. Dad will help you there. And you're never disappointing your dad. You're never disappointing him. Don't ever think you're going to disappoint him. Grandpa will be the push. Dad will be the guide. And that's kind of how they show up. Push, guide, push, guide. And that's how they're showing up into your world. So just let them be there to be your support, and to be able to help keep you up. And that, I feel like dad's kind of sitting right beside you in that whole just, I'm here to help you heal. I'm here to help you go through the healing of being sick where you are right now. But he's not here to push you to make the changes that you need to make. That all the changes that you're going to make need to come from you, and they need to come from you making your own decisions in life. So you will make your own decisions. You'll do what you need to do without a doubt, and you're going to know. And just trust that. And it comes right back into this whole self-love thing. Don't go judging yourself. Don't go picking at yourself. Don't go picking at the little nitpick things of yourself. Be kind to yourself. And just know that when the time is right, you will do what needs to be done. But get healthy first. Sit in the silence of getting healthy. And Grandpa's just like tapping at me. No, she's going to quit smoking. No, she's going to quit smoking. You will quit smoking. You'll do it in your time. Grandpa's just saying it's time because there's some sort of sensitivity that's in your lungs or something that's just saying it's an irritation. The smoking's not sitting well. Let's just get healthy here. And that's what it feels like. Let's just get healthy here. And Sandria, you're very welcome. And yeah, so just I'm wishing you well, Carly. I wish you all the best in getting well, and I wish you all the best in the changes that you'll make. And I know that the strength and love that's coming from these two men that are around you are helping you through. So yeah. All right. That's the last of the cards that I have for tonight. I'm just going to do, I didn't do this when I first came in. I always do a card when I first come in. That's for the whole group. And I didn't do that tonight. So I'm sorry, but I will do one now. So I'm going to go back to the self-care cards, the Cheryl Richardson self-care cards. And I'm going to give everyone, I'll give everyone 2 cards instead of 1 card. You're welcome, Carly. Love and light to you. All right. So I'm going to give 2 cards. And this is for whoever it resonates with, for the whole group. I'm just kind of channeling in through. I have one question. Is Reg still here? Reg, are you still watching? If you're still here, I need you to just tell me if you're still here, because I have a quick message for you. And it's like on the tip of my tongue, and it's like I can't go any further type of thing without kind of getting the message out. And yes, Reg is a friend of mine, and I know a bit about Reg, but Reg and I have worked together a lot, but okay. I don't see Reg here right now. All right. I'll message Reg and tell him the message that I have for him. Okay, so this is self-care card for everyone in the group. And the card that I pulled out, help. And of course it resonates back to the readings that I was doing as well. Help. Ask for help. Receiving is an act of generosity. So when you ask someone for help and they truly are there to help you out, is that you're opening yourself to receiving the gift of help. That's truly that place of generosity, right? And if you would give to somebody else and you would help somebody else out, why would you be so afraid of asking for help? We're not here to do everything alone. So when I mean ask for help, I often mean ask for help from your guides, from your spirits, from those, from source, from God, from whatever you believe in that's here to be our higher power, higher self. Ask when times are tough and when you're really struggling and when you've gone through losses and things that have really crippled us. Ask to be held up. Ask for that kind of help that's really needed. And I do know, like, even to kind of step back into my work after going through with my friend last week, the stuff that was happening for her with the loss of her daughter. And I was angry. I was so angry. And I could feel myself being so angry. And I just kept saying, I'm angry. I'm so angry. And I was like, how do I step back into my role when I'm in a place of being so angry? And so I had to really go into that place of going to a deep meditation and into prayer and just asking, bring me back into the whys of why I do this and why I have to be of service and to be present in this. And so never be afraid to ask for help, whether it's from a friend, whether it's from God, whether it's from the guides, whether it's from your loved ones on the other side. Know that your loved ones are always here to help you. They're here to guide you in that right direction. And so you might argue with them a little bit, but ultimately they're probably going to win because they're going to get you to do what needs to be done. So never be afraid to ask for help. Okay. One last. And yes, I do still have moments of being angry, but I can step into my role and do my work, and then my human, when I go back in, is still having those moments. We have Tom. We have an awesome God. He is your friend. Yes, Tom. Agreed. Agreed. We might not understand everything that life gives us, but we have to have faith in something. Okay. And the other card is patience. Patience. Be willing to pass up good for great. So I don't know who in here has had like little opportunities come up and you're like, oh shit, I missed this opportunity. I missed out on this moment, or I missed being in this class, or I missed out on this thing and I really wanted to do it. Well, maybe it wasn't where you were meant to be. So look at it in the light of maybe you didn't miss it. Maybe there's the next best one that's coming up that suits you, or something better is coming. Or, you know, that partner that you're like, oh, well, you know, why did I let that go? Or why is that fell apart type of thing. And then just know that all fell apart and it happened for a reason, because it was to open up a bigger opportunity or something better to come into your life. So have patience. Not everything in life is meant to be given to us right at that very moment or in that very time, or what we think we want. I want this so bad, or I want this person so bad, or I want this life so bad, or I want this course so bad. And what you want is not always what you need. And so have patience that the universe is working in divine timing to make everything come into place for you in the right timing that's for you when you need it the most. So be kind, be patient, and have compassion for yourself, for those around you, because remember, you never know what someone else's story is and what somebody else is going through. And just know that you might meet someone who's that day may be going through something that just your smile, or just you opening a door, or just you saying hello, or just you giving a hug might mean the world too. So be kind and really pay attention to where we place our judgments. So I want to thank you all for being here with me. And like I said, I will go live to announce the winner either tomorrow or next day. I have 7 or 8 sessions to do tomorrow, so I have a crazy day. So I don't know, can't promise it's going to be tomorrow night. And I have my private group that I haven't been in 2 weeks, so I need to get back to them as well, that I work with, a little group, B&U group they're called. And when I get moved and when I get settled in Leduc, I will be spending some of my summer creating some amazing online classes. I'm really getting back to some of these workshops that I'm supposed to be planning and on the go. But as much as I am here to help everybody else, I don't always know what life is going to throw at me, and life has thrown some curveballs lately that have really shaken things up in life. And so a lot of my projects, a lot of my work has been put on hold. But what I've learned in life is that just because it's not happening right at the time when I thought it was going to happen, it doesn't mean it's not happening. It's happening in the right time. So everything is still happening. It's just some of the dates have had to change and some reorganizing has had to happen. So I am still planning everything that I had been talking about, the event in Sedona, some of the online workshops, all that stuff is still happening. Just some of the dates may be changing a little bit. So thank you for joining me. I will be back again next week, and I will be in my new house in Leduc next week, so we'll have great internet. It is up and running. It was all hooked up Thursday. I was there making sure everything was in place. I have 2 offices put in my new house, so I will have 2 spots to work from. So if there's noise and people, I can go to another space. So I'm just looking forward to being able to do a lot more of these lives and spend a lot more time with you guys. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with me. And remember, if you want a personal reading with me, you can private message me. I do not do my readings for free. I've had a lot of messages of people just sending me their request. That's not how it works. I do have to pay for my life and my learning and my education and my or also not be able to do this at all. So I do my work that way. And like I said, the way of me giving back is that I do offer the contests and stuff for the free reading. So always be paying attention for those. And I do live and I do in person, and I am booking a month and ahead. I am now booking into July. So I have a bunch of people that I have to kind of work extra hours and times and days to get into the people that are waiting to hear back from me. And I'm going to get back to you guys. I promise. Hopefully I'll have everybody in by tomorrow. I was up 6 o'clock this morning. So whoever was getting message from me at 6 and 7 o'clock this morning, I'm sorry, but that was the only time today that I had to do them. So uh, know that by tomorrow night, I will have everyone's messages answered that have been waiting over the past week for me to get back to them. But if you're willing to wait until July, I'm happy to book you in for private sessions. And I do group readings and stuff as well. And I do some traveling. And I am in Grand Prairie on the 22nd and 23rd. So if you're in Grand Prairie area and you want a personal reading with me, I am in there in Grand Prairie, and there is a few openings to the left. You just have to go into the event page on my Facebook page and click on the link, and it should bring you into my schedule, and you should be able to book in there. So, but thank you. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Bye-bye. Love you all.